Oh, and there's a dog.
That would be Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
No better.
I'm already screwing up the sharing. That's so exciting.
I'm going to put Gavin out.
Bye, Gavin.
Can't even find my video. How does this happen every time? Where is it?
You need a PA.
Oh,
I don't understand.
I could remember the tune. I'd do it. Welcome to SAMSARA'S SOIREE.
Oh, there we go. No, that's Zoom. It's literally not there, but it's here.
Welcome to SAMSARA'S SOIREE.
Okay, let me try this again. Maybe. Okay, now it's there.
Magic.
hey.
But it's not playing. Okay, great. This hasn't worked. That did not work. I know that did not work. Now it's not playing. Okay, great. Stop share. Okay, one more time. And then
One more time.
how does this not work every time?
Celebrating it's so free.
How?
One more time. Get me feeling so free. We're gonna set. Do we have to say rights to that?
All right.
I wasn't even in it.
Okay, did that? Oh, now what's happened? Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SAMSARA'S SOIREE. Off to our usual fantastic start. One day I will have staff, but right now I don't, and you must deal with my incompetence. Anyway, first of all, we'd like to welcome everybody to the show. And we'd like to acknowledge that SAMSARA'S SOIREE is created on the lands of the Australian Aboriginal people, and we pay our respects and are honoured to be continuing in the ancient storytelling traditions of this land. Okay, so we've got lots of fun stuff coming up tonight. Sara-Rose has 2 new songs for us, one written especially for tonight, which is very exciting. We have a special guest tonight, Sahar El-Hady, who is joining us. She's going to share a poem that she has written. And, oh, sorry, just fixing something. Okay, we have Scott Knight back with us this week. He's got a couple of monologues from a play that has just started playing on my podcast, Samsara's Dramas. So you get a bit of a sneak peek if you haven't read the play yet or started listening. And then Paul Robertson has created something amazing with a little scene that I wrote. We're going to have our very first Zoom animation, and it's called A Good Walloping, and that's going to be performed by Paul, Maree, Dan, Damian, April, and Josh. And I'm going to, you're going to see me in a way that you haven't ever seen me before. Paul also has a poem that he wrote a little while ago, but we thought was really a great addition to this show. We've got our improv back, and Damian's going to try and tell us the story. I said try. And yeah, so that's the exciting lineup for this week. Now, we're going to start with my traditional cocktail, which is the Hurricane. But I have to tell you, this has been, there's been a few catastrophes today, so it's not necessarily going to go right, but let's give it a try. Okay, we have our, no, first we need a cocktail shaker.
How many have you made today? Like,
More to the point, how many have you consumed today?
Let's just say
disasters.
I'm missing 2 ingredients, and there's a reason for that.
Someone hit the
And we're missing at the start of the day. Okay, so the good thing is we're back to our world of rum. So we need 2 shots of white rum, or silver rum as mine is called, because I'm special. The good thing is the alcohol content doesn't change because it's not alcohol that I'm missing today. So that's fine. Okay, then we need equal amounts of dark rum, or gold rum as mine is called. Right, so you're hearing those lovely slushes of rum.
Add some bronze run. You got the Olympics.
That's true. You know me, I'm first and second all the way. Okay, now we need a shot of my very fresh lime that I always have on hand, which I don't know if I have a whole shot. Oh, yes, I do. Just.
Product placement for Woolworths. I love it.
Yes, well.
I don't even need the $1,000 bonus.
Okay, now here's the healthy part of it. 1 shot, only 1 shot. We're thrifty here, of orange juice, okay? But you know what? Vitamin C, wherever you can get it, I say. Now, a half a shot of passion fruit puree, which is kind of cool. Wait a minute, let me just do some more product praise. This one's for Coles because, you know, I'm fair, I'm balanced, I'm the ABC. Okay, now you're supposed to, and a half a shot of sugar syrup, or simple syrup as it's called. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's so easy to make. It is literally just equal parts sugar and water. And you just gotta make sure that the sugar is dissolved. So it's hot water and then you let it go. Now I'm supposed to add a bar spoon of grenadine. If I knew what I'd done with it, I very possibly drank it. It's actually just pomegranate cordial. So I suspect I just added it to my soda stream. And normally I'd have ice, but I forgot to make ice.
Classy version of grenadine. I love it. Very upfront.
So anyway, but that's pretty straightforward. It's the 2 rums. I'm noticing all these cocktails always have both rums. And some like yummy stuff. Oh, it's a kind of a nice golden color. It's more like a sunrise.
Woo-hoo.
Or sunset, I should say. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. Well, it won't taste right without the grenadine, but.
Cheers to a couple of tech malfunctions tonight. Woohoo!
Oh, wow. Oh, that's strong.
I got gin for Father's Day, so.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, thank you.
That's I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know what to say about that, except that I'm gonna be happy all night. Okay, so now we're going to start the show with Sara-Rose Millar with her first song. Oh, and just everybody, so you know, I do have my little sting thing happening again this week, but as you know, I can't do it for the first thing. So Sara-Rose, take it away. Sara-Rose.
Somewhere on the outskirts of her mind, the storm clouds are gathering. But every day the borders become less defined, her soul fades away. She barely recognizes the face staring at her from the mirror. But no one ever sees the tears she longs for, at least someday. Unleash the tempest on an unsuspecting world who thought they knew her. Total devastation, to anyone who's standing in her way. Erupting into flames, but so brightly and so strong that the seven seas retreat in shame. She's honest in the power of emotions never spoken, as the tears fall with the rain. It all seems perfect from the outside, looking in. But very few have seen another part of her that she hides deep within. Everyone is telling her she's got so much to live for. But where are they at night when the blanket of darkness sets in? And one day she'll be herself, one day when storm clouds have nowhere else to hide, and the reasons why can no longer be held behind her eyes. Unleash the tempest on an unsuspecting world who thought they knew her. Total devastation for anyone who's standing in her way. Erupting into flames, but so brightly and so strong that the seven seas retreat in shame. She's honest in the power of emotions never spoken, as the tears fall with the rain. Behind the mask of happiness that she's obliged to wear, she keeps her feelings locked away. And after all these years, does it really matter anyway? Her broken spirit drifts like a ghost down corridors of a house she once called home. But where is home for her now? Where does she belong? Unleash tempest on an unsuspecting world who thought they knew her. Total devastation to anyone who's standing in her way. Erupting into flames, but so brightly and so strong that the seven seas retreat in shame. She's honest in the power of emotions never spoken, as the tears fall with the rain. Unleash tempest as the tears fall with the rain.
Oops, sorry, forgot to unmute again because I've never done that before either.
I thought it was part of the show. I was like going, oh, maybe it's on purpose.
Yeah.
My bad.
So Sara-Rose, so is that the song that you said was inspired by the cocktail?
No, that's the new ones to come.
Oh,
That was one. It's called Unleash the Tempest, and I already wrote it a few years ago. And I suddenly thought I wrote a new one to go with the hurricane cocktail, and then I thought, hang on, I've already got a storm song. So I thought, oh well, I'll do both. I normally do that one on piano, but I realised when I went to set up for gig that the power's tripped on this side of the house, and I don't know where the fuse box is yet because I literally just moved in today, so I couldn't use the keyboard.
we're just so good at catching you unprepared. It's like the universe is, just doing something.
Yeah, it's Sunday night.
It is, isn't it? It's like even the computer, yeah. Anyway, okay. No, that was fantastic. Thank you. So now we have a little bit of a poetry for you all. So I'm just going to play this little sting, Sahar, and then it's all yours.
Okay, this poem is called Family. I don't know who I am without you. 1 year, 20 days and counting. This physical pain in my heart. It's the longest we've been apart. I don't know who you are without me. This year of all years, we're each growing so much, but do we grow away from what connects us? Smiles on the Nile, laughs, jokes, and tears. Seems so long ago with you nowhere near. I'm awake at night with regrets, prayers, and fears. This feels wrong. Can I go on with you there and me here?
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
Sahar, tell us about that poem.
I'm part of a very international family. And I was missing my parents and my brothers who live in Egypt. And yeah, it had been a long time since I saw them. It was a big year. Lots of things happened, and I felt it needed poetry to express what I was feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how poetry does allow us to sort of head straight into kind of a more emotional concepts in a way that other writing doesn't.
Yeah, it's all words, but in a way it's like stronger.
I think because of the rhythm and the meter and the sounds and stuff, they're more closely linked to music than other forms of writing. And, you know, we all know that music has a very primal connection into our emotions. So I think that's probably why. But,
and it's also like wanting to timestamp it, you know, and sort of say this was a significant moment in my life and have that as a record.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, thank you for sharing that with us and hopefully with your family. And, you know, if you're always welcome back for any time for poetry or for some acting, or if you've got some writing, come back and join us.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay. So as last week, last soiree, which was last fortnight, we had Shane Grant with us, and he did a monologue of a character called Gordon Orcroft from my play Dramatic Reaction, a Theatrical Lampoon. And today we released the Act 1, Scene 1 on my podcast, Samsara's Dramas. So if you want to get started on the story, each week I'll be releasing a new scene over the next, I think it's 8 weeks. And that tonight we got something very, very special. Scott Knight was part of the cast, and he plays a character called Cameron Everbright, and he is going to now perform one of the monologues from Act 1 of his character. His character is a director, a sort of a hip young superstar director who's, you know, got one of those skyrocketing careers, but he's been forced to work with these people who, just don't. So here we have Act 1 with Cameron Everbright.
Right, I'm here. Let's get started. I don't have much time because I need to get back to rehearsals. Things are a bloody mess there, aren't they, Terry? Terry? Terry! 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 By all means, take your time. It's not as if the room is filled with some of the best creative minds in the industry. Just waiting for you to take the minutes. Can I get you anything? A cup of tea. As I was saying before, I have no time to waste. Yes, I know the agenda has a different order, but I will go first and then you can continue on without me. Rehearsals are a mess. Donna's script. If you consider 40 pages of dialogue a script, is derivative and banal. Pen is gorgeous, but clueless. Let's face it, we didn't hire her for her acting talents, right, boys? Which reminds me, costumes. I know the script says Angela is a frump, but why, oh why, did we hire a sex bomb if we're not going to show off her assets? I want tits and ass. Got it? Good. Gordon is a rock. I'm thinking a James Bond kind of thing. Yes, I know he's supposed to be some lonely old retiree, but we need to sell tickets. And I know how to sell tickets. Ooh, sequins, bow ties, and lots of skin. Yeah. Hers, not his, you idiot. Terry, is there any... Terry! I said there's no need to take the minutes. I need the set ASAP. Yes, I know it'll cut your bill time in half, but I need it. Enough. I don't care about the budget. That's your problem. Just make it happen. How am I supposed to block the play if I can't see what's happening in the real space? Ooh, props. We need props immediately. I don't know what they should look like, and I won't know until I see them. So I'll need offers. Lots and lots of offers. Guns. We need guns. Lots of guns. I don't know what type. We'll work that out on the floor, won't we? Is there anything else, Terry? Yes, Wi-Fi. We need Wi-Fi now, immediately. I need to be able to get in touch with my agent, who's currently negotiating my next project with the Status Theatre Company. And I need to be able to respond to my emails. Right, that's it. I don't even have enough time. I don't have any more time. Terry, Terry, what are you doing? There is no need to take minutes. Come on, you silly girl. Come on.
Yes, Cameron Everbright, everyone's dream director. Cameron.
Hello?
Tell us what's been going on in the rehearsal room up until that point.
Oh, I tell you, it's been a nightmare. What can I say? I really thought I was going to be working with a cast of professionals, but they all just keep letting me down one by one, from Gordon to the script writer. Oh, I tell you.
Oh my, how are you going to save the day?
Well, I have been putting in a fair bit of extra time with Penn, who is the star of the show. And let me say, there's, some really, really good rehearsals going on.
Right, excellent. That's good to hear. Can't wait to hear how things are going a bit later in the show. Okay, we thought we might have Jo Boyd with us again this week. Just for those of you who are regular viewers, and you didn't see her last week and last soiree, and she's not with us this soiree. She's just going through some changes with the COVID-19 thing. She's had to close her family business and find employment and stuff. And so she's not gone forever. She's just getting her life sorted out as Victoria deals with the situation it is in. So we're moving ahead on the program. Hopefully, as long as everyone's ready. We've got our very first ever Zoom animation. Let's check out a good walloping.
So cameras off, everybody.
With that.
All right, you lot. I know one of you did it. Own up or you'll all get punished.
Was it me?
Joe, Ken, Adam.
Oh, I reckon it was Joe. He's always doing that shit.
Fuck off.
He's right, you are.
Shut your slag mouth. I'll shut it for you.
Enough. I am tired of you lot fighting all the time. If one of you doesn't own up soon, I'm going to wallop you all well and good. And I don't care if you're 10 feet tall and 500 stone, I will still put you all over my knee.
I'd like to see you try.
He's right, Mum. Even Beth is taller than you.
Well, that doesn't mean I still can't give you all a good walloping.
Whoever did it, just own up.
Oh, it was probably you, Kent.
You're the cunt, Adam.
You smelt it, dealt it.
I reckon it was Beth.
I did not.
Oh, leave Beth out of it. I know she didn't do it. She's a good girl, not like you boys. Always getting yourselves out and each other in the shit.
Yeah, Beth, little goody two-shoes.
I wouldn't melt in her mouth. She's so pure.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave her alone. You're just trying to distract Mum from figuring out it was you two.
Fuck off.
Is that true? Was it Adam and Joe, Kent?
Probably.
Had to be.
Yeah, I reckon it was.
It had to be.
It wasn't fucking me, all right?
If I find out you had anything to do with it, I will give you a hiding which will leave you within an inch of your life. Do you understand, Joe?
It wasn't me.
Well, that just leaves you, Adam. Get over here now.
I didn't do it.
Oh, stop arguing. If you come and take your punishment, it'll be over quickly. Put up a fight, and it'll be twice as bad. You know
I didn't do
Come
it.
here right now. I'm not arguing anymore.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
If you make me chase you, I'll hit you so hard you may never walk again, young man. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here.
Did Adam do it?
Don't know.
What's so funny?
Oh, it was you two, wasn't it?
Yep.
We knew Mum would never suspect Beth. And if I said I was with her, then it couldn't be me.
Do you know what the hell she is going to do to him?
He deserves it. He was torturing.
He was torturing me yesterday and I had to do something to pay him back.
Yeah, he did the typewriter on her chest. You know how painful that is?
Well, yeah, I guess. He does pick on you littlies. Still, though.
Yeah. Nobody deserves that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been there, done that. You know what's going to happen to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Better hitting us, though.
Yeah, I guess.
She's coming back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, oops. Wow, that was so good. I was a little bit preemptive with the sting, but that was really fantastic, guys and gals and other peoples. So Paul,
Yeah.
that was so much fun. But I wrote that, and that took it in a place I never expected it to go. What gave you the idea of that when you agreed to direct it?
I guess I've been doing a lot of Zoom performances and things lately, of course, haven't we all? And I've been thinking about the democratization of Zoom and how, depending on your resources, the image you can produce is very different to the performance you can produce necessarily. And so it made me start thinking, well, if I can democratize our performances by seeing what it's like if we just use avatars, if we use still images that give a real sense of the characters rather than necessarily a sense of the resources that each individual person can throw at something. And then and that also had me thinking about Gestalt and how when we have an image, then our brain fills in all the details. So that still image of mum suddenly is waving her rolling pin. The twins are giggling and laughing, and you can see them basically huddling together in a corner doing this. And your brain fills in all those little parts of the image because it's not doing anything, rather than because you can see someone struggling with technology. And so it creates a kind of animation in that series of different characters showing themselves one by one.
I mean, some of the content in that skit is quite dark and harsh. And one of the things that I noticed, particularly, I guess, with the mum character, for me, it softened it without taking it away.
Right. Yep.
It made me think of some of those animations that we see, modern animations, which are very dark. And I'm just wondering, what do you think using animated characters does when it comes to interpreting or reading what they're saying?
Well, animation does this wonderful thing in that, and I think the Japanese showed us the way with manga, and they showed us that animation can be dark.
That's true.
And the whole development of graphic novels from what we think of as manga and anime has really come to the Western film and TV production very strongly. And it's created a whole different film language that directors use now in order to be able to go to dark places without necessarily confronting audiences in such a way that schlock filmmaking used to do.
Yeah, sure.
We don't have to throw buckets of blood at the camera anymore to go to those dark places.
Yep.
And there can be a beauty in that darkness because it can be designed so heavily.
It feels a little bit Brechtian to me in that it removes it from reality a little bit by using the avatars. It takes it out. We can't empathize as strongly. So in a way, we're kind of listening more avidly.
Yeah, possibly too. Yeah, I mean, when you have a still image, but you have a strikingly animated voice, which all of our actors tonight had.
Oh, you were all amazing. It was so exciting. You could really hear what the voices were doing, much like podcasting, but kind of better. It was nice to have the picture to go along with it.
But having a still picture allows you to go, well, I know what that kind of person is that's talking, and now I can listen to the content really closely. Yeah.
Great. Okay, I'm going to move on now. Thank you for that. I am going to steal that technique at some point in the future because I think it's
just
really
curate
cool.
your images. Yeah.
Then that's the trick. I mean, even like right from the start, Paul really sort of sent those images around so that everyone really understood kind of how he was seeing this from happening. Okay, now I have to disappear for a moment. Now, just before the show, and everyone was doing their vocal warm-ups because everyone's very professional in this group, and they were doing vocal warm-ups, and Paul reminded us of a poem, or reminded me, recited a poem that reminded me of my younger years. It's a fantastic poem. And so I'm going to ask Paul if he can just read that poem, well, not read it, but just riff with it. Please understand it's not rehearsed. He's totally this. But I really felt that it should be shared with everybody. And I just have to run and do something. So, Paul, if you can take it away.
Okay, then. Thanks, Samsara. Yes, we were playing with vocal warm-up games in our green room. And there is a poem that I used to do, and it always makes me think of Rex Harrison in My Fair Lady, trying to teach the little flower girl how to speak properly. And so I'm going to do my best Rex Harrison for you now with this particular poem. Here's how it goes. Do you remember an inn, Miranda? Do you remember an inn? And the tedding and the spreading of a straw for a bedding, and the fleas that tease in the high Pyrenees, and the wine that tasted of the jar, and the cheers and the jeers of the young muleteers who hadn't got a penny and who weren't paying any, and the hammer at the doors, and the din, and the hip-hop hap of the clap of the hands to the twirl and the swirl of the girl gone chancing, glancing, dancing, backing and advancing, snapping of a clapper to the spin, out and in, and the ting-tong-tang of the guitar. So that is the poem that I was thinking of that we played with in warm-up. And it also, so that's a little bit of a glimpse into backstage in a theatre for you viewers out there. And we're now going to show you another bit of a glimpse of backstage in a theatre, because just last week, I planted one of my little spy cameras in Samsara's little cubby hole backstage. And now we're going to see a bit of a glimpse into the life of a stage manager.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Soiree Company, this is your half-hour call, 30 minutes to live stream. Please make sure you have all signed on so we know you are here. Samsara, are you on comms? Samsara? Samsara on comms, please. Samsara on comms. Ah, there you are. Great. Can you please put us into live stream preset? Thank you. Oh, and also, can you please put us into lighting preset? Thank you. Work light's going off. Okay, great. Thanks. And Samsara, are we in gallery view? Great. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, also, I need the Soiree virtual image up, please. I had to switch it for rehearsal earlier. Samsara off comms. Okay, is everybody here? Who's missing? Gillian, Maree. Have they contacted you, Samsara? Do we know why they're late? Oh, Gillian sent a message. Fine. And Maree? Oh, can you chase it down, please, Samsara? Oh, hi, Maree. Great, you're here. Okay, 15 minutes, everyone. This is your 15-minute call. Ladies and gentlemen of the Soiree Company, this is your 15-minute call. I repeat, 15-minute call. Shane, 15 minutes. Justin, Dan, 15 minutes. April, this is your 15-minute call. Gillian? Ah, there you are. Gillian, 15 minutes. Great. Right. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen of the Soiree Company, this is actually your 13-minute call. Sorry, I repeat, we are live in 13 minutes. Operators, this is your your 8-minute call to be on comms. Thank you. Samsara, are you still on comms? Oh, great. Sara-Rose is doing 2 new songs. We need her to do a sound check. No? Are you sure? Okay, if you say so. Samsara off comms. Okay, team, who's up for the improv tonight? Well, don't make me nominate you, it won't end well. Justin, you're new. How about you? Great. Who else? April, wonderful. Shane, oh, fantastic. And Sara-Rose, perfect. Yes, Maree, we can do a device check. Let me just get Samsara on comms for you. Samsara, are you on comms? Samsara to the control room. Samsara to the control room, please. Maree, look, just give us 5 minutes and then we'll be ready for you, okay? But don't go too far. I am sure Samsara will be ready in just a moment. Oh, Samsara, great. Sorry, I know you wanted a quick break before the show, but something has changed with Maree's computer, so she'll needs a vision check. Maree, we're ready for you. Maree. Ah, damn it. I told her not to go anywhere. Oh, Maree. Maree to the Zoom room, please. Miss Shefford to the Zoom room for device check, please. Great, Maree, you're here. Can I leave you in Samsara's hands for this while I finish getting things ready? Wonderful. Thank you. She's all yours, Samsara. This is the 5-minute call, everybody. Oh, no, sorry, wrong. This is the 10-minute call, everyone. This is your 10 minutes to live stream. Operators on comms, please. Samsara, can you please do a props check? Thanks. Oh, and the ice. I forgot the ice. Can you see if we've got any, please? Thank you. Does anyone need to do a quick line run? No? Great. This is a 5-minute call. 5 minutes, everybody. If you need the toilets, go now. All crew on comms, please. All crew on comms. Good. Okay. So let's do a quick crew check, please. Sound? Great. Film? Great. Switch? Props? Props? Props, can you please be on comms? Thank you. Props? Samsara? There you are. Great. Okay. Samsara, can we please be in live stream in standby for live stream and film 1? Great. Samsara, are the cocktail props in place? Thanks. Okay, everybody, this is beginners. Samsara off comms. This is beginners, everybody. 2 minutes until we go live. Okay, Samsara back on comms. All right, everybody, here we go. Is everyone in standby? Great. All right, live stream go. Film 1, go. Film 1, go. We have audio but no image. Samsara? Samsara, can you fix it? No? Okay. Should we go back and do it again? No. Okay. Let's move on then. It's always good to have issues for the show report right from the start of a show. Damn it. Standby for switch 1. Oh, shit. I missed the call. Samsara, can you just be in standby for switch 2? No, wait. We are already in the gallery view. Ignore that standby. So the next cue will be film 2 and switch 3. What do you mean we can't do film 2? Bugger. Okay. Moving forward, in that case, please be in standby for switch 3. Switch 3, go. Well, that worked, sort of. Good job, Samsara. I promise my calls will be better for the rest of the show. I hope. Samsara, have you managed to fix the problem with the segment sting, or is that out for the whole show? Great. In that case, please stand by for film 3 and switch 4. Film 3 and switch 4. Go. Yay, that worked. Finally. Hopefully we're past all the problems and it will be smooth sailing from here. Stand by film 4 and switch 5. Switch 5 is April in speaker view. Are you in standby now? Film 4 and switch 5. Go. Oh, good work. Samsara, do you have a running sheet or do you need me to remind you of the switches and the standbys? No? Okay, great. That makes things so much easier for me. Life is hard, isn't it? Standby film 5 and switch 6. Film 5, go. Switch 6, go. All right. Oh, I've lost Zoom. Oh, my Zoom gone?
It's still there.
Controls. Okay. It disappeared. This is why I don't stage manage anymore.
That was so funny.
Well done.
You can tell why I don't stage manage anymore, can't you? So yeah, that's what's going through my head every time before we start the show and for the first 5 minutes. And that's why I have never got it right. Ever. No, once. Did I do it once? But
you get it right all the time. What you talk? All the time.
Well, you know, by my standards. Can we please be in show lighting? Thank you, Samsara. Good. Okay, so there you go. That was that's what's going on in my head all the time. Anyway, back to the show. Moving forward. Staying on this theatre topic, it's back to the land of Dramaticus and the wonderful director who would be ashamed to work with a stage manager like me. What? Something's so wrong in this system. I don't understand. Anyway, okay. I can't make this work. Here we go. All right. Now where'd it go?
Is this meant to be me or is it
Yeah, it's meant to be you. All right. But God help me. I'm just I don't understand. All right. Yes, here we go. Take it away, Cameron.
Okay. This does not leave the room. This play sucks, and we need to do whatever it takes to save it. Gordon still thinks that we're making theatre the way that we did in the 70s. And Penn, well, let's face it, no one is coming to see her acting skills. And Donna was a writer from the very first day with her Valium and her vodka. Yes, I know I didn't report it because the show must go on and all that jazz. Oh, yes. But all is not lost. Even Aristotle admitted that the beauty of spectacle may save a play. So, let's get to it and save this sinking ship. Yes, I need lights, sound, and AV. I want everything that you've got and everything that you haven't got. What we don't want is for the audience to watch the actors or to listen to the script. Yeah, sounds easy, eh? Come on. Ooh, come on, people. What we need is excitement. We need shock. And a heartbeat starting nice and slow, then building till it explodes. Atomic bomb style explosion. No, wait, nuclear war. Nuclear explosions. AK-47s, helicopters, mortar shells. Yes. Prog rock, yeah. Yes, come on, people. Yes, shadows everywhere. Especially across their faces. Maybe we don't even need their faces. Yes. Oh, yes. But we need Penn's bod, don't we, boys? Yeah. Ooh, Yep. All right. Side lighting. Thunder. Lighting. Opera. We need opera. Yes. La-di-di-da-di-da-la. Oh my God, did you know that Penn could sing? Yes. Right, gotcha. Moving on. A great chorus building to a crescendo. Ooh, laser lights. There's light swirling all over the stage and the audience. I don't care that it's dangerous. That's your job. Just make it happen. Yes, fireworks. We need fireworks. Real New Year's Eve type things. I'm thinking firecrackers, smoke bombs, poppers, fountains, Roman candles. I want it all. I don't care about the budget. That's your problem. Just make it happen. I want it all. And I want more. Yes, 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 yes.
Gee, I've never met a director like that before.
Oh, come on. They're all nuts when you get right in the middle of the process and everything's falling apart. I'm a vessel for the script, quite frankly, a vessel for the script.
So as we said before, that's from the play Dramatic Reaction. What's gone on? What the heck has brought Cameron to all these great realizations?
Well, you know, I think Cameron and reality and so I think it's just a matter of watching as the play unfolds and realizing Cameron really is not as credible as what he has voiced himself to be, and really is in a position where he can't be able to direct, manage, control, or have any ability to produce the play. And it all just unfolds and unravels around him, and it's absolutely bloody fantastic.
And ain't collaboration grand?
Oh, there is absolutely no collaboration with Cameron. It's just his way or the highway or no way at all. It's fantastic. Some fabulous writing. I wonder who wrote it.
Oh, I know that person called Anonymous.
I love it. It was written by Samsara. Or it could be someone a little bit different. Oh, no, you can't see it with my background. We won't go down that name. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Brilliant.
Thank you for sharing those with us. And as we said, the play has started being podcast, just doing it scene by scene. So they're just little 15, 20-minute segments. So have a listen, have a laugh. And if you like the play, stage it maybe. It's available through Australian Plays. Woo! There you go. There's my plug. It's called cross media advertising.
Absolutely. And I think it should be in every VCE school around Australia and Victoria. And
well, you know, there is some, there's a whole lot of truth, and the whole Aristotle sections are actually like accurate on Aristotle's ideas on how to write the perfect play. So, yeah, it'll make an interesting teaching.
Inaccurate in there. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes, Paul, I do. We're going to do that now. Okay, so we got another poem. This is the poem that I told you about earlier that Paul Robertson wrote a little while ago now, but it's amazing, as is all of his poems. So we're going to go to Paul now.
Thank you, Samsara. Now, I apologize if I had any sound difficulties earlier. I just realized I didn't have my external mic on. So I hope I sound okay now.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I wrote this poem, a month and a half ago, I guess. I was in the middle of, shortly after the second lockdown started, and I was really, I was starting to really have an internal struggle and conflict about what it was to be under these circumstances. So I'm just going to give you the poem rather than talk too much about it. My struggle came to me like a wild creature, a horse, wide-eyed, ears back and scared. Do I break its back, I thought, like I have been taught, or can I use gentle struggle, using tender words and care? Willpower, equal power, force match force. Will struggle with a struggle make a mountain to a molehill. May I approach with open hand. May I intend no harm, and yet contend to meet a need unmet, and by giving loving, tender care to self and struggle, feed the one and calm the other. My struggle wants me to react, to quickly shame or anger, striking out, an expectation met, the prophecy requit. To fail, yet again to learn from struggles past that used the self-same trick. But fearing of success, of gentleness, is struggle's curse, not mine. My place to rise or fall and fail to meet the struggle's real need of being heard, accepted, and released, befriended. Struggle, being of a power, to its friend it will be partner, not a subject. Stepping forth, eyes wide, a reminder of the unseen trip. The struggle can exceed itself, become instead a struggle to succeed that's on my side and by my side, not butting heads. So yeah, it's an extended metaphor on the animal nature of yes, an extended nature on the animal struggle of animal nature of struggle. That sometimes we struggle with how we can be in the world.
Always.
and how to make our personal struggle the struggle to be calm. How can we harness that struggle in a way so that it can be our friend and our partner and help us to get to where we need to be during these times of difficulty.
So kind of not being
ridden by our struggle.
Not being destroyed by it, but actually finding a way to make it something that can propel you forward.
Rather than struggling with the things outside us that we can't necessarily control, finding a way to make that struggle a struggle of how do I learn to be myself more and accept the things I must accept, recognize the things I cannot change, and have the wisdom to know the difference.
That reminds me of a little Facebook chat that we had a few days ago about anger, and how I was saying that I try and, when I feel anger, I try and use that as a mechanism to look at what my expectations were and revisit those, because that's actually what's gotten me angry.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
I remember that conversation, and I remember saying something about how anger can be like pain. It can be a signal of distress, a signal that something is wrong and something that needs to have awareness placed upon it.
Yeah.
So when we aren't blindly angry, then anger can be a force for good.
Yeah, because it's pointing at something, and we just got to be careful that we understand what it's really pointing at, not what we think it's pointing at.
And once we understand it, usually the anger goes away because we have understood it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you do take time to really look
May
at
then
it.
become determination to create a change, but it's not necessarily as much anger.
Yeah, and we're all imperfect beings, and that, even if sometimes it still doesn't mean you're not going to be angry. It just means that at least you're self-aware.
I think you get, like, as an adult, I think it's you get the ability to be able to understand where that anger is coming from and what's driving it. And I think as you get older, you also be able to think 2 steps ahead so that you can think about what you're saying, because once you put it out there, it's out there.
That's the aspiration. I am not the living embodiment of that as being a reality, but I do concur that is an aspiration of adulthood.
It's very Dalai Lama. Yeah.
Okay, we got very deep, but now we're going to have a little bit of fun. This is our improv for the week. We're revisiting the ACE game, which, as you guys may recall, we played a few soirees ago before the Soireesical, the fantastic Soireesical, which is still available. The remix version is available on my podcast, Samsara's Dramas, or also on Samsara's Soiree website, YouTube site, as the remix. And it's great fun to watch because I've edited out all the pauses and the weird Zoom things. So anyway, so Damian has been charged with telling the story. Whoops. Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And Damian, did you get to read the story idea from April?
Yes, I got something.
Excellent. Do you want to tell us what it is?
An alien's first time at intergalactic speed dating.
Excellent. So just to remind everybody about the rules of the game, Damian's going to tell his story, and anytime any of us think that it either needs more description or more emotion or more action. So it's actually color, not description, but I think description's easier for us to remember. Damian has to change the way he's telling the story to give us that. So take it away, Damian. Tell us about this story about this alien.
Tharg was fed up. He'd tried his best to get to know the other, his fellow Thargians, trying to find that perfect partner. But every time he approached them, they just retracted their tentacles and skittered away.
Color.
Action.
Both. Okay. So striking a blow on his blue tentacle, he decided he would finally take a decisive step. He would go to intergalactic speed dating. He had nothing to lose. He strode into the hallway and lined up with all the other aliens. The names were called and people sat down. The first one he met was a nice Venusian. She was
Emotion.
She was very happy and charming and excited to speak to him, but after a bit of small talk, they realized that she was into asexual reproduction and he was quintessexual, so fundamentally they just could not work out.
Color.
Ooh, need some color here.
Yes.
His second date was a huge fire being with huge plumes of flame shooting out of their head at odd intervals. Mentioning Tharg was not sure whether he was making the creature happy or angry because every time he spoke, huge plumes of flame would blast out, singeing the waitresses, and the insurance policies were huge.
Oh my God, what were they doing? I need the action.
Yeah, and then the alien then went into detailed descriptions of how the volcanoes erupted on their planets every day and how they ate the lava. And Tharg decided this maybe wasn't quite his scene. The third alien was a tiny pod that just stood on one leg, no bigger than an egg cup. It was blue and rainbow colored.
Action.
And hopped around on one leg all the time while squeaking. Tharg had to constantly look forward to try and keep up with what the alien was trying to say. It seemed to be communicating in a mixture of high squeaks and semaphore all the time. Eventually, Tharg wasn't sure whether it was trying to date him or sell him a life insurance policy. So he
emotion. I want some emotion there.
Getting thoroughly depressed, Tharg met the fourth being who seemed as depressed as he was. They started moaning together about all the others that had to talk to.
Action! After the moan.
And then they started getting angry or pointing at all these other beings who had completely let them down. Then they started hammering on the table, thoroughly comparing their own lives. Oh, they don't bother me. Oh, yeah, they're too good for me. Well, stuff them. With feeling that they finally had something in common, Tharg and his new friend got up, kicked over the tables, threw a chair at the fire demon who just burnt it anyway. Picked up the hopping alien, threw him through the window, walked out, tentacle in tentacle, and went on a first date.
Emotion.
No, I think we'll stop it there. That was a fantastic story.
Yes.
I always say the show doesn't have enough sci-fi, and I do want to. I mean, that could become a serial. That could become a web series almost. Okay. Well,
I was about to get to laser beams.
Oh well, you skipped over the sex. I think Scott was going for some sex.
Yeah.
No, I want a laser beam dragon. That was amazing. A laser beam dragon.
Okay, so we're going to end the show with is Sara-Rose still with us?
I'm just going to get a drink of water.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I think she was having some issues with her internet because it did have low bandwidth kind of thing when she sang her first song. That's really unfortunate because she was going to sing her hurricane song with the
Let's all sing Fever with Maree.
No, I want to sing Hungry Like the Wolf. No, okay. Look, thank you very much, everybody. Quite a few people have had to drop out this evening because April's mum was cooking her dinner and Sahar had, wait a minute. Sara-Rose has re-entered the room.
Oh,
okay. So hopefully, yeah. So, well, she's sort of re-entered. Oh, no, wait, that's Damian. She's joining the room. Okay, so I'm going to just go through our social media while we're waiting for her to come back into the room. So we are on Facebook and Twitter. You just search for SAMSARA'S SOIREE. We also have a Facebook page. And we have a Patreon page. So if you like what we do and want to support our endeavors, Maree is holding something up, but it's
Here, photo.
Isn't Patreon the tequila, like the really expensive tequila?
Well, we can afford tequila if somebody would actually become one of our patrons. There's a couple of different levels. And one of the things is, depending on what level you're on, you can actually come onto the show and meet us and maybe even be part of a script. So there's inducements for you. So any and all support is loved and welcome, and any monies received will go to as a sort of what's called stipend to the actors. And and also on our social media, actually with the Patreon, you have to search for Samsara's Dramas though, because it's actually for the podcast and also the soiree, because basically it's the same wonderful groups of people. Now, did Sara-Rose get? Oh, Sara-Rose, there you are. Welcome back.
Did sorry, I got kicked out.
Oh, did I? Maybe I did something wrong. Sorry. Okay.
No,
anyway.
I think it was the internet.
The internet. Okay, well, we're up to your part of the evening where you get to sing the final song. So, and bye.
Late at night, I'm on the road alone. You creep up from behind, I know that you are gonna set the sky alight. Didn't have the chance to get away. I know I'll never see another day, but you have taken all my fears away. Like a hurricane, you swept into my life, and you never told me why you came. Spinning through the sky, I was trapped in the eye. Only now I feel something like shame. I held out my hand, I said I'd go with you. Things got out of hand, but there was nothing I could do. You shatter everything that's in your path, and I am left to deal with the aftermath. Well, baby, there's a secret that I'm gonna keep from you. But maybe in time they're gonna wanna know the truth. So what am I to say? The wind will take you away. Will I ever see your face again? Like a hurricane, you swept into my life. You never told me why you came. Spinning through the sky, I was trapped in the eye. Only now I feel something like shame. Late at night, I'm on the road alone. You creep up from behind, I know, but you are gonna set the sky alight. Didn't have the chance to get away. I'll never see another day, but you have taken all my fears away. Like a hurricane, you swept into my life. You never told me why you came. Spinning through the sky, I was trapped in the eye. Only now I feel something like shame. Only now I feel something like shame.
Oh wow, that was beautiful and sad, and
I've got
yeah.
no idea what the inspiration for that was. Like, seriously, that is not something that's ever happened to me.
I believe it was rum.
Was it Samsara? Was she the inspiration?
I just put it out there all the time. Okay, look, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Maree. Your mother was fantastic and mean, and I don't want that mother. And Dan, your Kent was very brilliant. Scott, thank you for bringing Cameron to the screen for me. Such a fun character.
Oh, an awesome character. And I always remember your references. Go bigger, go harder, go bolder. Even though he was having a mental breakdown and high on drugs that he had been given illegally. But anyway.
Well, I think the only thing you forgot was the orgasm.
Oh yeah, I shifted it a little bit just to make sense.
Yeah. No, I like your changes. Damian, thank you so much. Your Joe was so nice and strong, and your story about the Tharps was brilliant. Sara-Rose, your music was wonderful as ever, and congratulations on being in your new place finally. And it'll be really exciting to see how you're settled into it all, and you're actually
I've got to figure out how to get my stuff here from Adelaide without going through Victoria. That's the difficult part.
Where are you living now?
I'm in Deniliquin, which is how do I describe Deniliquin? It's you know where Echuca is? It's basically an hour's drive north of Echuca in New South Wales.
Yeah.
You're practically McLeod's daughters. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you got to go over the river, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Josh, Josh, thank you so much for bringing Fred to life.
No.
A wonderful job. And thank you again for your amazing, the image that you've given the show. Thank you. Anyway, I shall see, well, hopefully most of you, if not all of you, at the next soiree. I'm in the process of writing something as we speak, but as you can tell this week, I've not been super productive. Anyway, love you all. Bye, everybody who's out there watching, and we shall all be back with you next fortnight.
Bye.
Woo! Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot to mention the dancing next soiree.
Oh my god, I love the legal disclaimer. You're practically Ally McBeal.
Ally McBeal.
And for that, for those who were listening in earlier, a quick sneak peek at the next soiree. We've got interpretive dance for you. So just hold on, and you will be amazed at our version of interpretive dance.
Who's leading that? You and Maree?
Well, I think everyone's going to do their own interpretation. We're just all going to be, it's going to be one of those individual ensemble things. Anyway, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
Fun.
Sweet dreams are a beautiful nightmare.
Sweet dreams.